When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
With the catch, it's Marsh. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice job. Quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down. Of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And and he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm, but he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. They believe they can run right here. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Child. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll ride his man on the option. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. On the ground, it's Thomas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Spartans line it up with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Childs. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking to get it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play before the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Back to... Got a man. It's Matthews. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Bruins with with the 1st and 10.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs, guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Grab near the marker. It's Parachek. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now on 1st down from the 40. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to throw, it's Childs. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. Big fella moving. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. David, they couldn't pay off that.
Wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. just a few on that completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Frazier. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Childs. That's caught, it's Collier. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The option look. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his man. It's McCray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Spartans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan State.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going up top again. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Now on the option. Running back searching for a hole. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 2 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a little space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pick.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pitch to the left. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. You UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, UCLA. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. It looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the run, fires downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flores. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
They're still firing away even with this lead. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching. And I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sport.